Okay, let's record the body. The body is the character of the kick, and it sort of sits in the middle of the sandwich between the sub and the attack. In terms of frequency range, it's probably above 100 hertz and below 8K. It's a pretty big range. You've got a lot of latitude with the body. It could sound like a thump, a crunch, a space laser. Those are a few styles you've probably heard. There's a thump. There's a crunch. Also notice the envelope output is patched to the oscillator FM input, and what that does is let you use the envelope to ramp the pitch in a direction. So right now it's ramping it down over the course of the time specified by the decay. The attack. So you can use white noise to create a sharper attack than you might get from your body. Notice I'm doing this by turning the mix knob in the oscillator section to 100. So it's purely noise, skips the oscillator entirely. So I'm messing with the envelope to adjust how long the white noise lasts and how it decays. And I'm also high passing it to get maybe like some of the lower frequencies out of the way. And notice the resonance on the filter gives it that lasery sound in conjunction with the cutoff and the VCF mod depth knob. So these are the parameters I'm tweaking, and then I use the decay to determine how long I want it to last. The sub is pretty simple. It's just a sine tone at the right frequency, and then the trick is to get the right attack and decay. The note seems right to me when it's not a pitch, but something I can feel. And so it's between a tone and inaudible. So now I'm going to check out what I've recorded and just grab anything on the body source that seems like it's interesting. Yep, that's got the thump. That's a keeper. And there's the crunch. All right, let's process the body sample. I'm taking the clean sample here, and I'm using the second envelope to modulate the pitch so it goes from high to low and stays low.
I generally find my sweet spot is like right around here. The thing I find interesting about this is you're using the envelope mapped to the pitch to drop the pitch and give you a punch. But if you do it right, it ends up at a low frequency, so you get some sub sound too.
And all that's done through a single mapping, just by tweaking the depth, etc.
Let's mess with the distorted body now. You'll notice I'm doing the same thing over and over again. I'm mapping the envelope to the pitch or the filter.
And what that does generally is just gives you some movement over a short period of time, which gives it that percussive attack. And it can also give you character in the way that attack sounds. So it's not just the beginning of the sound, it's the way the sound sort of travels. Wow, sounds nice. Notice I extended the sustain and release on the envelope. If I didn't do that, the pitch might come back up before the sample ended. It's not something I want. Okay, let's check out the white noise we got earlier. Space laser. Regular style. Confession time, I diddled around for way too long and just cut that part out. I've got a low pass on the standard vanilla sounding white noise, and I have an envelope mapped to the pitch, so the pitch ramps down. So the decay is actually kind of long for a kick. It's almost like a reverb.
Okay, we have the clean body mixed in, but let's check out the distorted body, see what we can add to the sound using that. Ooh, I like that. Okay, let's export it and re-import it as a sample
Into our sampler.
And let's just throw down a kick pattern. Okay, I'm going to put the flanger back on the snare,
EQ the hi-hat, high end out a little bit, and then automate the decay on the kick.
The kick decay is now in read mode, so I'm going to go over to the snare and adjust the attack time and
The pitch, and automate that. Alright, this is basically the beat in action. This is
a kick we built. Now we're throwing some delay on there. Hope that was interesting, helpful,
entertaining. See you next time.